If you guys have been keeping up to date with the latest news about the new Disney Plus Star Wars show coming out, you would know that a trailer was released recently, and if you kept your eyes peeled until the end, you might have noticed this specific shot. Expectedly, this shot has been the focus of a lot of people's theorizing about the show, as it appears to show some sort of antagonist or potentially a Sith Lord that is working in the shadows and orchestrating whatever conflict is happening in the show. Now, there are many possibilities as to what this character could be, a major one being that it's a new original character created for the purpose of the show, but I think there's another possibility that has been on my mind as of late, and if true, I think would please a huge amount of fans as a result. So let's give a brief explanation of the few reasons why it could be. Before Palpatine, most people know that his Sith Master was Darth Plagueis. We had a fantastic novel written about his story, and many fans have been wanting this book to be adapted into canon, and I personally think it falls easily into the canon that Disney is creating. In the book, we also find out who Darth Plagueis' master was, a Sith Lord, Darth Tenebris. He was described as a scientific mastermind possessing a calculating intellect and an obsession with shaping the future. And from my own perspective after reading the novel, Tenebris came off as a particularly cold and detached master, even compared with the other Sith. He seemed to be almost uncaring about what his apprentice was doing or felt. Given the time that this new Acolyte show takes place, which is supposedly 100 years prior to the Phantom Menace, this actually times up quite well with Darth Tenebris being the primary Sith Lord at the time. Another piece of information that seems to hint towards it is the fact that the creator of the show, Leslie Headland, has specifically stated that she was a fan of many things in Star Wars Legends. Take a look at these direct quotes from one of her recent interviews regarding the show. There's also some EU lore that I decided to put in because I thought it was so cool and no one told me I couldn't. And also, there are a couple of really big EU ideas that are utilised both early on in the series and later in the series. We are blatantly being told that aspects of Star Wars Legends is being brought into canon, so who's to say it isn't from the one book that most fans agree should be the first to become canon? The last piece of evidence for the Sith Lord being Darth Tenebris I'd like to bring up is the actual image we have. A dark silhouette, but with what appears to be an abnormally large head, almost bulbous, very much like a Bith, the exact species Darth Tenebris is described to be. Anyway, I'd like to hear what you guys think about this. While I do hope that this character does turn out to be Tenebris, I also think it's very likely we will have a new original character for the show. Do you guys have any personal theories as to who it could be? What do you think the show will be like? Let me know in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. Until next time.